Justin Haig says, prior to becoming an artist professionally, did you pick apart and analyze mainstream lyrics the same way that you do in your music? The new albums are fire, by the way. I don't think so. I think honestly, like I was kind of like, as like you guys know, man, like I didn't start off making the type of music that I make now. I started off making the same fucking music as everybody else about all the same shit. The guns and drugs and cars and clothes and money and girls and blah, 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 blah. Like, so I was kind of numb to it at that point. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. I was waist deep in it myself, and I was just having fun being the cool rapper guy. But as you guys know, like 3 or 4 years ago, I had like a huge mental breakdown and I almost killed myself, and I was sleeping on my mom's couch. I was sleeping in my mom's house for like 9 months, and I was all types of fucked up and couldn't go outside, and I was anxious and depressed, and I could barely eat and I could barely talk, and I was just in a really bad way. So I had a lot of time to think over that 9-month period, a lot of time to think about everything. My music, who I am as a person, what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are. I had a lot of time to observe the rest of the world in silence. And I had a lot of time to, after that 9 months, and I sort of had to rehabilitate myself and rebuild myself. I was very particular about the pieces and about the materials that I used to rebuild myself. And while I was observing the world and while I was thinking about who I am and what my strengths are and what my weaknesses are and the shitty things I've done in the past and the man I want to be in the future, while I had all that time to think about those things, I got rid of the shit that I didn't like. The drugs and the drinking and the cars and the clothes and blah, 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 blah. I examined myself very closely and found out what I want to talk about, who I want to talk about it to, how I want to talk about it, who I want to make music for. I found all those things out about myself in that 9 months when I almost literally died. So to answer your question, no, I don't think I did pick apart mainstream lyrics and stuff like that earlier on in my career, because like I said, I was a part of it and I was endorsing that same shit. So it wasn't until I had my darkest hour that I figured out what was important to me, who was important to me, and how I wanted to move forward in my life. So it wasn't until after that fucking terrible incident that I figured out how I wanted to move forward musically and professionally and personally as well. So yeah, so I didn't really have the opportunity to examine, analyze, and dissect that shit. Sometimes because I was waist deep in it. Sometimes you can't see the forest through the trees, and that's where I was. Thank God we're in a completely different place now.